I'm going to show you how to set up a Plickers account. In order to start, go to plickers.com, Plickers.com. When you're there, click on the blue Sign Up button, and you'll see that it brings up a really simple dialog. I'm going to go ahead and give myself an account by typing my first and last name, my SPH email, and I'm going to give myself a password that is secure and one that I will remember. After I've done that, I'm going to click the blue Sign Up button, and believe it or not, it is just that easy. My account is now made, and it's going to take us through a little guided tour to tell us about the features of Plickers. Number one is the library. It says, this is your library. Here you can create questions and plan them for different classes. Reports allows you to view your completed poll results. Classes allows you to create and manage classes. And Live View is where you will display your quiz for your class to see so that you can scan their Plickers cards with your phone or tablet. Cards are where you can print out your student cards to give to your kids. And Help has lots of helpful tips and advice if you get stuck. I'm going to start by creating my own class. I'm going to click this Add New Class button. I'm going to name it 1A after my class. I'm going to pick my favorite color, green. It is first grade that I teach, and I teach, well, I'll say general education because I teach all subjects. Click Save, and it will lock in that class. And now you can either add your roster by pasting in from an Excel document, either first last or last first. It depends on however you have it saved. You can type in names manually if you want to do that. So let's make one for Bob, press enter, one for Bill, one for Randy, one for Melanie. And as you can see, every name gets associated with a number. So if you have a number system set up in your class, this is great. Number 5 can have number 5's card. It's fabulous. And if you want, you can even drag and associate a card with a new student. After your class is all set up, it saves automatically. There's no need for you to save or worry about any types of files thanks to the internet. I'm going to show you now how to add questions to your quiz library. Go up to the top and click Library. After you've done this, you can create a question by clicking on the New Question button. Let's say that we were just making a survey to hear about students' favorite colors. What is your favorite color? And we're going to make sure that it's on multiple choice. Let's say that the students wanted to pick either green, blue, orange, or purple. Now, of course, there's not a correct answer, so I'm going to leave those unticked. If I wanted to, I could even add an image, which is a really cool feature to help make your quizzes a little more engaging and a little easier to look at. If I want to continue making more questions, I can click Save and Create New. That question will get saved to my library back here in the background, and I can go ahead and type another question. What is your favorite type of music? Now, of course, you would probably never ask these questions unless you were trying to get to know your students at the beginning of the year. I can type my options, and of course, we know that gospel is the correct answer, so I'm going to click Save. At the end, you can see my questions here are saved into my library, and I can use these again and again if I'd like. To get these to show up in the Plickers app, you're going to need to press Add to Queue. So I'm going to add it to my 1A class because that's who I want to quiz. Now, if you teach high school or even middle school, where you are teaching multiple classes in a day, you can add 3, 4, 5, even 10 classes if you wanted to, and assign questions to your various classes. At this point, my questions are now assigned to my class, and now I'm going to show you the Live View feature by clicking here. When I click here, you'll see that it says Live View Ready, and that I need to select a question from the Plickers iOS, that's iPhone, or Android app to project to your class. I'm going to show you how to do that now. Before we can use the Live View feature of Plickers, we need to download the app from the App Store, which it works for Android and iOS if you have an iPhone. Download it from the App Store, and once it's finished, you can open it and sign into your account. I used my SPH email, so I'll sign in with that. and type in my password, which I realize you now are seeing. After you press done, it will log you into your account, and you'll probably be able to see your first class that you created. And just like that, there is 1A with my 4 made-up students. I'm going to select that class, and you can see my questions are right here. Within the Plickers app, when I select a question, watch what happens to the live view. Just like that, the question pops up almost immediately. The answers show up over here along with the question. You see all of your students, and the coolest part is that when you scan their answers, they pop up with a little checkbox on their number so you know which kids you've scanned and which kids you haven't. You can click here to reveal the answers that they have shown, or you can even view a bar graph. I like to do this because all the bars show up as blue until you click Reveal Answer, and when I click that, all the students freak out and go, yay! So, that's my favorite thing to do with Plickers. Now you know how to use the live view to display your questions from the Plickers mobile app. If I want to change it, I can go back and select a new question. Just like that, the question pops right up. Below this video, I'm going to include a link to download the Plickers cards in a PDF format, which you can easily print out at your own school. Now I'm going to show you how to scan the answers using the Plickers app and the Plickers cards, which you can download for free online. We selected our favorite question here, what is your favorite color? And we're just going to simply press the blue scan button at the bottom. And just like that, our camera interface pops up. You can see that using the app, Bob shows up. This is card number 1, and Bob's name was associated with number 1. There's a D at the top of the page here that you can see. If Bob holds the card this way, my phone will scan the answer D, and you see that it pops up in the data up at the top. If I rotate it here, his answer changes to A. So if your students want to change their answer in the middle of a quiz, they can. Same goes here for the answer B, and same goes here for the answer C. And you can see that right there at the top. My other students have cards as well, so let's pull in another one, number 5. I can see that Randy is associated with number 5, and let's say that Randy wants to change his answer to the correct one. There, now he's on C. When you're done, press the check mark, and there is your class's assessment data. 2 kids answered C. That is their favorite color. If you press this triple dot, you can scan again. You can clear all the responses and ask the question again, or you can archive it to save it for later reading. That's how you ask questions using the Plickers app and get your assessment data with Plickers cards. Thanks for watching, and I hope you now know how you can use Plickers in your classroom.